So here is our drill reviewing explicit and recursive formulas. Write a recursive formula and an explicit formula for this sequence. 80, negative 160, negative 400, negative 640. So I need to figure out what the constant difference is. So to figure out the constant difference, remember you always take term and subtract previous term. So that would be negative 160 minus 80, which would be negative 240. I'm going to try it with another set, negative 400 minus negative 160. Ends up being plus, so I also get 240. Show you on my calculator. Negative 160 minus 80, or negative 400 minus negative 160, negative 240. So I'm feeling pretty confident that my constant difference is negative 240. So for my recursive formula, my first term is 80, and then a sub n is the previous term. Remember, that's always how I start the recursive, minus 240. Explicit, a sub n equals the first term, 80, plus the constant difference, which is negative 240, times n minus 1. Right, number 2. Look at the sequence defined below. What is the fifth term in the sequence? So this is a recursive sequence. If I want to, I could go ahead and find my fifth term recursively by subtracting the 1.25, so 5.75 minus 1.25, and get 4.5. And then I could subtract 1.25 and get the next term. And I could just keep doing this. I think it would be easier to write the explicit formula and say that it's the first term minus 1.25 times n minus 1. So in order to find the fifth term, it would be 5.75 minus 1.25 times 5. If I put a 5 in there, 5 minus 1 is 4. And then I only have to type one thing into my calculator, 5.75 minus 1.25 times 4, and I get 0.75 would be my fifth term. Right, let's go to number 3. The sequence is defined as follows, 3, 8, 13, 18. I can tell I'm adding 5 to the previous term. And I'm asked to find the 52nd term. Because it's such a high number, I definitely want to write an explicit formula. So a sub n is the first term plus 5 times n minus 1. So when I find the 52nd term, it's going to be 3 plus 5 times, if I put 52 minus 1, that would be 51. And I can just put that into my calculator. 3 plus 5 times 51, 258. Number 4, a sub n is 2.6 plus 5.1 times n minus 1. Defines the sequence. What is the 24th term in the sequence? So a sub 24 is going to be 2.6 plus 5.1 times 24 minus 1 is 23. Just put that into my calculator. 2.6 plus 5.1 times 23, 119.9.